The government spent $2 billion to launch a satellite, only to discover after the rocket took off that they'd forgotten to install the satellite. After the news broke, even their own citizens were doubled over with laughter. But what they didn't know was that this was all part of a carefully orchestrated conspiracy. While there was no satellite, a rogue ninja had secretly entered space via the rocket. If he could hack into the International Space Station, success would not only give him control over space-based weapons, but also completely expose the ninja organization. When word reached the Ninja Council, the elders faced a life-or-death decision. They decided to activate orbital laser weapons to eliminate the rogue ninja with high-temperature beams. But the cost would be leveling the entire school. Just then, Union discovered that the lurking rogue ninja leader was actually Yamada, the school beauty who was always picking her nose in class. Now that her cover was blown, there was nothing left to discuss. It was time for battle. Yamada's reflexes were astounding as she gripped the wall firmly with just a few fingers. The high-voltage stun baton that would drop any ordinary person had absolutely no effect on her. But Union firmly believed in one truth: as long as something's alive, it definitely has a weakness. Seeing his attack neutralized, Union realized this was no longer a fight he could win with bare hands. Even more disheartening was that the fierce battle they'd just fought didn't even count as a warm-up for Yamada. At this critical moment, a rumbling sound came from the distance. Yunyin was completely stunned. They'd deployed rocket artillery just to deliver a blade to Yamada. At the crucial moment, Kaika arrived just in time to bring Yunyin a mysterious ring. This was a secret weapon given to him by the school administrator, supposedly incredibly powerful. Yamada was intrigued too. Simply beating up weaklings was getting rather boring. Yunyin turned back to put on the ring, his heart filled with anticipation for a miracle. But after striking his pose and waiting for ages, nothing happened. The atmosphere grew increasingly awkward until finally a buzzing sound came from the distance. A drone slowly approached, carrying a ninja blade. While its entrance wasn't as flashy as the rocket, it was still better than going empty-handed. The final battle began. Yunyin drew his blade and charged, but images of being cut down with a single strike instantly flashed through his mind. This was his precognitive ability warning him. A direct confrontation clearly wasn't going to work, so he decided to use his invisibility charm. But this invisibility charm had a fatal flaw. It could only hide his upper body. In Yamada's eyes, this was no different from not being invisible at all. After a few exchanges, Yunyin was cut down again. Fortunately, this was still just a precognitive vision. Yunyin simulated countless battle scenarios in his mind and finally reached a conclusion. To win, he had only one chance to strike. The final battle ended with both sides perishing together. As Yamada fell, Yunyin was also at his limit. With Kaika's support, the two stumbled toward the exit. Meanwhile, the Ninja Council had made their decision. To preserve the ninja legacy, they would have to sacrifice the school's students. The surroundings began to shake. Yunyin realized the situation was critical. He was well aware of his injuries, and though his time with Kaika had been brief, it had been joyful. He joked once more to lighten the mood, but this time Kaika didn't fall for it, her eyes filled with tears. Protected by the invisibility charm, Kaika ultimately survived in the ruins, but Yunyin remained there forever. The official report explained the incident as a sewer gas explosion.